Hey, now, how's everybody doing? This is Dwayne Diirty Richardson coming back at you with some more Chronicles of Diirty. People have been asking how they can get in touch with me, and I guess I don't know how you do through the YouTube accounts, but you can reach me in my email at dwaynediirtyrichardson@yahoo.com. That's DWAYNEDIIRTYRICHARDSON@yahoo.com. Dwayne Diirty Richardson, that's with 2 I's. I'll tell y'all later at another time why they call me Diirty. But what I wanted to talk to y'all about today, a little blues history as I experienced it, is how I learned to lump on the guitar and who I learned that from. And it's a strange story because I didn't learn it from a guitar player. I learned it from a singer, Miss Valerie Wellington, who was a very popular woman around in the 80s, going into the early 90s, before she had passed away. And man, I don't remember, I think I was playing with the Professor Eddie Lusk, but I had moved on. I had, she requested me through one of her bandmates to play with her. And what's so funny to me about the blues musicians in Chicago is that, it's a real informal process. You know, we never rehearsed. I just showed up at the Kingston Mines, and they counted off the tunes and we played, you know. And that was the case with a lot of people, not everybody, but with a lot of people. And at that time, Nick Charles was playing bass. I didn't know who Nick was at the time. Nick is so respected. He's played with Sly and the Family Stone, played with the Rolling Stones, probably played with everybody that you could list. But he was playing bass. And Rico McFarlane, one of the baddest guitar players I had ever known. I was scared because people told me about Rico and they said he was a guitar player in a class to himself, which he is. And so I just showed up and I'm playing with these guys, and Valerie Wellington comes up on stage and just threw down. You know, she was a very forceful woman. She wasn't nothing pretty about the way she sang. She was a blues woman. I don't know, I can't compare anybody to her. She was in a league all her own, and she would drive the band, and if the band messed up, she would turn around and cuss us out and let us know, man, y'all ain't playing the shit right. You know, so but the story about the shuffle and what I'm trying to relate to you all is it's a lot of different things when you say shuffle. You know, you could think of Jimmy Reed, or you know, you could think of Bobby Blue Bland. It's so many ways, but in Chicago there's a certain thing and they call it a lump de lump. I remember when Billy Branch asked me if I would play with him. I remember we was outside the Kingston Mines and it was cold, and Billy had his fedora on and he say, "Can you lump?" You know, and it was like, that's a requirement. It's like a degree. If you don't have a master's degree, you can't get this certain job. And if you can't lump, you're not gonna play with these blues men and women. So anyway, we were playing this song with Vallerie. I don't know what it was, but I would play it like this. First, one week I might play it like this. I might go. Do something like that, and she say, "Man, that's not it. That's not it. I need you to get to lump. I need to feel it, right?" So then I'd be like, "Okay." So then the next gig we would do, I might say, do it like this. might do that. And she said, man, that's not it. I remember we was at Rosa's Blues Lounge. Mama Rosa and Tony's world famous blues. And she said, man, come on downstairs. And I thought, man, I was going to get fired, or I don't know, because I was young. I was 18 or 19, and these people were all established. I was doing the best I can, and I felt so much of a pleasure to be playing with these people. I just wanted to give them what they wanted. And I didn't know she was a piano. I didn't know she was a Juilliard graduate. I didn't know she could sing classical and play classical piano. And she got on the keyboard and she said, this is what I want. And she started banging it out. Ka-chang, 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 ka-chang. And Tony's little bassing on this little old out-of-tune piano. And this is what she was talking about. This is what she wanted. And this is what you hear when you come to Chicago. And I'm not so much teaching you how to do it. And that's another thing. I feel that people, the internet is great and the web is great, and to buy online lessons and DVDs of how to play like a certain person, that's all great and cool and can help you to gain some information. But I suggest this: why don't you go to your local blues club, or if there's not a local one, take a trip to Chicago. Take a trip down to Austin, Texas. You know, take a trip down to Memphis. Take a trip down to Louisiana, and see these people do it. Like Sue Foley has a CD out on how she learned, and you can watch that again and learn. But I guarantee you this: go see Sue Foley play, and pull her to the side and, hey, can you show me how you do that shuffle? How you do that lump? And she just might be one of those people who might say, yeah, let me show you. You know, not everybody did that for me, but I had to go and hunt Stevie Ray down and watch Stevie Ray play with his leopard skin overcoat and all them dang amps he played through, and watch how he played Pride and Joy, and watch how he did Scuttlebutt, and I soaked in the environment. Or Tommy McCracken introduced me to Sun Seals. And I would go down to blues and sit in the front and just stare and look at Son. You know, and Son was a very nice individual. He never sat me down with his guitar, but I played with him, and then he went on to call me Sun Seals Jr. And he'd give me all his albums and say, play this song for me, play this song when I'd be giggling, play that song for me. But I would be in the bar and I'd watch him play, and I'd see him play, and I'd talk to him. And that whole experience of being with those people and seeing what they do and hearing what they do and being in that environment was more of a lesson that I think any CD or any you know, online thing could do. But this is what Valerie showed me. This is what they call a lump de lump in Chicago. And it goes a little something like this. You say, that's a lump. And see, you can do it. If you want to be able to lump, you got to be able to lump in every key. But it's that certain drive and that train that them people wanted. That's what Billy Branch wanted. That's what Valerie Wellington wanted. That's what Sun Seals wanted. And I would say, you know, people say Jimmy Reed, but man, Jimmy Reed changed when he wanted to, and you know, and it could be so down in the alley, you might be scared to go there, might not understand when you get there. But I would say listen to some Hound Dog Taylor. Man, them dudes could lump the lump like nobody's business. But you know what? I would just like to say, God bless you. Everybody keep on playing. Oh, and I just wanted to throw in this disclaimer. I'm a blues man at heart, but I play it all to some degree. Jazz, hip hop. I was asked to play on a Kanye West album. I got on a Kanye West album with Kanye and Malik Yousef, and I teach my students Green Day and stuff like that. Jimi Hendrix. I love Jimi Hendrix. That's just a small disclaimer because a lot of my students' parents been checking me out. I don't want somebody to think that all I do is play the blues, but I'll tell you this, I sure do love the blues. But hey, God bless y'all. I'll get back with you. Come on down to Chicago. Tell them you were dirty. See y'all later.